Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's advent calendar unboxing is the Hotel Chocolat, the Grand Advent Calendar. So this is not your average chocolate calendar. They do much smaller ones, they do much more affordable versions, but this is like the top of the line advent calendar. And I bought it for I think about the third, fourth year running, something like that, however long I've been buying it for. But I love this calendar. It's my favourite non-beauty advent calendar. It does have more than just chocolate in here, and yeah, I just love it. I got it last year, I unboxed it last year, and I loved it. So I'm really excited it's now arrived. Like I said, bought it myself. I'm going to tell you where you can get this. You can actually get it cheaper not buying it from Hotel Chocolat, which I find really strange. So the calendar retails at £75. I think it was 68 last year. I'm pretty sure that's what I paid last year. This year it's 75. Okay, everything's gone up, I'll have it. However, you can actually buy this from QVC for £68.52 plus £4.95 because I priced it all up before the video, which brings it to £73.47. But if you are new to QVC, you can actually get £5 off, which then brings it down to just under £70. So it's an expensive calendar, but it's like 24 days of just joy for me. So obviously we're going to unbox it. If you don't know anything about Hotel Chocolat, they are an expensive chocolate company. They're based in the UK, although you can now get them in the US, in certain parts of the US, and I think they have a website there and stuff like that. But a lot of the reason for it being as expensive as it is, a lot of the chocolate has a really high cocoa count, which is much higher than a lot of the competitors, which obviously makes it more expensive to produce the chocolate. And on top of that, they have a really great ethics program. They believe in paying all their cacao farmers a really good living wage, which cannot be said for a lot of other companies. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is, yes, it's expensive chocolate, but there's reasons behind that. And if you've ever tasted Hotel Chocolat chocolate, personally, it's my favourite chocolate brand, so I think it's worth the cost, albeit it's a lot of money. So just putting that out there, if you're new to Hotel Chocolat, I sound like I'm promoting them, and it's not really about that. I just wanted to kind of give you a bit of context with that. So without further ado, we're going to get into the calendar. Like I said, it's a 24-day calendar. The calendar itself is just like a cardboard box, which I do think they could improve. It looks pretty much identical to last year's. It even has the double like ribbon thing, if you remember what last year's looked like. And yeah, so not much has changed on that front. Happily, some of the contents have changed a little bit from what they were last year, but we'll get into that when we do the unboxing. So in the video, I'm going to obviously unbox everything in the calendar, and we're going to chat through it. I've tried most of these things before as well, so I can kind of talk you through them as we go. The box first came, I actually opened these little flaps at the top, and it is just like a plastic inner that you pull out, and everything's in there. Kind of like a selection box, if you know what I mean. So it's not a refillable calendar, it is just like a one and done type thing. And then inside, it's just got a series of like little cutout doors, and they're all sort of shaped to whatever the item is, as opposed to having like a reusable one, like some of the beautiful ones we've seen, like the Fortnum and Mason one behind me, where they've got really nice, well-made drawers where you could reuse them year after year. This is not that type of calendar. Just putting that out there. So let's get started with day number one. They have little messages in the door. This one says, "The countdown has begun. Will this wreath make it to your door?" Of course, this is not a wreath that you would put on the door. This was one of my favourite things in the calendar last year. So it's a chocolate shaped wreath, and it's a solid milk chocolate with cocoa biscuits and Florentine pieces. I did eat it all in one go. It was gorgeous. I actually meant to go back and get the large one that they do. So they do like a big version of this in the store, and I think it's about £20, and it's gorgeous. If you like milk chocolate and Florentine, and then it's got cookie pieces in, oh, it's just so good. So this was one of my favourites last year. I think they do like a similar smaller version like this around Christmas time for maybe about, I'd say about £8, something like that, but gorgeous, gorgeous thing. Probably not supposed to eat it all at once. It's 100 grams of chocolate. There we are, behind door number one. Door number two, a little inspiration to help kickstart your Christmas list. So we've got a little 3-pack of brownie batons. So the batons are like a little chocolate stick that they do. It's just pure chocolate in a stick. It's one of my favourite ways to actually have their chocolate if you just want the pure taste of that chocolate. If you don't necessarily want fillings and things like a lot of the chocolates have, these are just really nice for that. They're also great for like dipping in your cup of tea or your coffee or your hot chocolate. Lovely. They actually sell these little 3-packs in the Hotel Chocolat cafes. I think they're about £1.25. So these ones are brownie flavour. 3 batons cast in 50% milk and pecan chocolate, and it does taste like a brownie but like chocolate bar form. And they're quite a good kind of portion size if you're trying not to eat like a whole bar of chocolate. You can just have a couple of batons. So I've spoken about the batons before in like my favourites videos and things, and they do them in like a box of, I think it's about 10 or something like that. They retail about £7 for a big kind of box, so you can just have a few, and it's just enough chocolate, but you get that gorgeous chocolate taste because, like I said before, they have quite a high cocoa content. That means they're not filling it full of sugar and things. things. Don't get me wrong, there's some sugar in there, but not as much as you would get with other ones. So you just get a really good, high quality kind of chocolate experience. Day number 3, for cozying up on the sofa in your snazziest Christmas sweater. This is one of their selector bars. So you can buy these in the store. If you've been in a Hotel Chocolat store, they have like a whole wall of chocolates. They call them selectors, and you can get like little packs of usually about 6 chocolates, or like sort of slab bar like this, call it slab usually. This is milk and cookie, so this is different variation. Last year we did get slabs, but we got different variations of that slab. Same with the batons. I don't think we got brownie flavour last year. I think we might have got orange or something. Can't 100% remember, but there are some like little differences like that. So 40% milk with pools of caramel milk, shortbread and cocoa biscuits. It's so good. It does say it's highly addictive. It's to do with the chocolate melt and the cookie crunch. For this we apologise in advance. So one of these generally would last me a couple of days, even though it's just like one day of the calendar. So I was really well and truly stocked up with chocolate. But it's also a nice size if you did feel like sharing. I don't know why you would, but you know, some people do things like that. You could definitely share it. It's big enough for that. So this is a 100-gram bar. Day number 4 down here at the bottom. And it says to tuck between the branches of your tree. So these are cute little crackers, and this is what we get today. So you just get one cracker, and it's like a decoration on its own. You can even write someone's name on there where it says reserved for, and then to use these, you just pull the ends apart and then like twist open, and then your chocolate comes out. You can actually buy these little crackers if you're looking to sort of decorate a tree or a table. You can buy a pack of, I think it's 10. They sell those on QVC as well, and you could just have them as like little place settings for people, but it's quite expensive, and you are only getting the one chocolate inside. So it's a little individually wrapped chocolate. This one is pecan, and I'll put a picture on the screen so you can see what pecan looks like. This is a really delicious chocolate if you enjoy like that pecan flavour. It's a really tasty one if you like nuts. Obviously this, in comparison to what we got yesterday, a little bit more difficult to kind of share, just the one chocolate. Day number 5, a moment for yourself before the festive rush. Some more batons, and these are orange. 3 batons cast in 50% milk with Seville orange. So I'm sure you can guess which famous chocolate orange they're going after with the flavour, but this one is a little bit more like a proper orange taste, and obviously a really good quality chocolate, so still really, really tasty, but not as kind of sugary as your chocolate orange, much as I love a chocolate orange. So these are really tasty as well. Again, like I said, another 3-pack, a little bit easier to kind of share than one chocolate. They do actually make a chocolate. They do actually make a calendar that has 2 chocolates per day, which would obviously be kind of perfect for couples. I'll link that underneath as well if that's kind of more what you're looking for. But I love the variety in this calendar because, like I said, it's not just chocolate, believe it or not, because I know we haven't got to anything but chocolate yet, but trust me, there's other bits to come. Day number 6, a sprinkle of spice to warm your festive spirit. Today we get individually wrapped chocolates, but this is a 2-pack. This is cinnamon bun, and it literally just tastes like chocolate and cinnamon, and it's just got that lovely kind of, you know, warming, spicy sort of taste that's just so appealing at like Christmas time. Well, all year round for me, but it's definitely more of a wintry taste, I think. So if you like cinnamon, you like chocolate, you'll love it. Day number 8, bubbles and baubles. Pop open a pre-Christmas celebration. So today we get a selector. So I was talking about that wall that's got like the slabs and the individual chocolates. So this is what I'm talking about. So these are the pink champagne chocolates. They are Mercier champagne poured with abandon into cream truffles with a hint of strawberry. The dash of strawberry recreates the delicate fruitiness of pink champagne. And one thing Hotel Chocolat are not with their alcoholic chocolates is stingy. You get a decent amount of alcohol in their chocolates, but they are very tasty. They do taste like champagne, and this is a 75-gram pack. So another one that's actually big enough to share because there's 6 chocolates and most advent calendars only have 1. So, you know, we're winning today. These selectors do retail at $4.50 if you're trying to work out kind of how much each thing's worth. A little bit difficult because some of these things aren't sold in these sizes, but for the selectors, the 6 chocolates in the slabs, £4.50 is what you'd pay for those. I think they have like an offer on if you buy maybe 6 for £20 and things like that sometimes. But the general retail price for one is $4.50. Day number 7. Today simply says Santa Claus is coming to town. And today we get this little pack. It says ho ho ho. I haven't looked at how much this retails at this year. I think it's about $2.50 last year. Maybe it's gone up this year. So these are 3 individually wrapped Tiddly Santas in milk chocolate. It's a 32-gram pack, so you don't get that much chocolate when you think about it per weight. But the 3 of them are shaped like little Santas, the milk chocolate, and they're all individually wrapped. So it's a pack of 3. I remember giving 1 to each of the kids, and I think I had the other one last year. But they'd also obviously be really nice if you were sharing with somebody, or if you're like at work and you're having your tea break and you taking the chocolates out of your calendar and maybe share them with a couple of select colleagues, you know, you'd be pretty popular. Day number 9. Who wants an orange in their stocking? No peeling required. I have a feeling the messages are the same as last year. I'm also starting to wonder, because although some of the things are different, the size is the same, whether they've just used the same calendar and just put slightly different things in. Today we get a bag of clementine truffles. Citrusy clementine meets buttery caramel in 40% milk. I think we got these last year. I've definitely had these. They are delicious. Clementine caramel in a decorated milk chocolate shell. And it's a 63-gram bag. Again, could argue that you could share those. Day number 10, and it's not chocolate. It says pour a drop and put your feet up. So today we get the velvetized chocolate cream. So this is a little bit like, it's a chocolate liqueur type thing. A little bit like a Bailey's, that type of drink, but this one is basically a chocolate flavour. It's vodka, chocolate and cream. It's a 50ml and it's 12% by volume. Now you can buy these little individual bottles for £4, so it's just a one-off drink if that's what you want, which I always think is a really good idea because you're not sure if you like it sometimes. They don't always have taste, like where you can taste it. It's nice to be able to just buy a one-off, see if you like it, and then you can go buy the big one if you do. But yeah, so a little alcoholic drink. So obviously this calendar is not suitable for children, or certainly not on the days where the bottle appears, but very, very tasty, really delicious drink. I've actually got a big bottle in the fridge, so I might have some of that later. Day number 11, something to leave out for Santa. And these are batons again. These ones are caramel milk. It says for lattes and cappuccinos. So these they actually recommend that you have with coffee, and it definitely kind of brings out the flavour in a nice way. I find chocolate and coffee go so well together anyway. It says a little bit of chocolate makes coffee better. Again, 25-gram pack of 3. I think we got that same flavour last year. I can't remember exactly which flavours we got. I'm going to put a card here if you do want to watch last year's and kind of compare and contrast. Day number 12. Something to nibble while writing your Christmas cards. These are Christmas mess. So if you've ever had Hotel Chocolat's Eton mess chocolates, taste just like an Eton mess. This is very similar, except it's got cinnamon, is what I would describe it as. So you get that kind of meringue in there and those flavours that go around that, but then you also get that hint of cinnamon just to kind of elevate it and make it a little bit Christmassy. So that's a pack of 2. So again, if you're sharing, it's an option. Day number 13, always handy at this time of year, mistletoe not included. So this is not chocolate. So I don't know if you know, but Hotel Chocolat do have a kind of bath and body range, like beauty type products. And this is from that range. They call it the Rabot range. And this is a honey chocolate lip balm. It's 10ml or 0.34 fluid ounce. I think this retails at around about £7. Smells really nice. It smells like honey and chocolate. It's just like a clear lip balm. It's in like a bamboo pot, which I think just makes it extra fancy. So last year we did get the same lip balm, but we got a fruity chocolate, I think it was. This is a honey chocolate, so a little bit different. It is a full-size lip balm as well. So I think this is a nice touch, and you know, it's clear, so it should suit everybody. There's no colour, it's not makeup, it is just like a nice kind of hydrating lip balm. It's actually a really good lip balm. I do prefer lip balms like in a tube, because otherwise you keep putting your fingers in, but this is nice to kind of have around the house and just like top up throughout the day. But it does leave like a nice little sheen on the lips, and yeah, it feels comfortable and stuff. And although we did get a lip balm last year, at least this is a different flavour, so it's something kind of different to try. I appreciate that. Day number 14, and it's another bottle shaped one. It says, give your cheeks a rosy glow. This is probably one of my favourite drinks they do actually. I kind of got into gin recently, and this is the cacao gin. Distilled with cacao in London, served with a twist of orange. Again, it is 50ml and 40% volume. It says London dry gin infused with cocoa shells. Now I found, to bring the kind of chocolatey and almost like citrusy flavour out of it, I put like a slice of lemon with my gin and tonic using this gin. Really nice. So it's another double measure there. Very nice indeed. Another one that I think you can buy for around about £4, £4.50 if you do just want like a one-off drink, so you're kind of buying yourself a double. But they do have big bottles and stuff as well. It's just a nice way to try it. So I think it's pretty cool personally having different types of things, not just chocolate in the calendar, but let me know your thoughts. And anyway, we're only about halfway through, so we'd best keep opening those doors. Day number 15. They're dreaming of a white Christmas. Is the snow settling where you are? I love snow, just not when I'm trying to get to work or somewhere else. So today we've got Simple White. So these are the little chocolate penguins that they bring out around Christmas time. Now we have had these in the calendar last year and in previous years. However, this is a different flavour. We haven't had these before, either that or they've changed the design So these are simple white, Madagascar vanilla and 36% white, whipped into a super smooth truffle. That sounds amazing. So these are selectors. Again, don't know if these are in the shop just yet because they are Christmas stock, but it's a 65-gram pack, same as the pink champagne chocolates and the milk and cookies. I'm going to do a recap at the end and kind of remind you of the different things we got, but another one that's pretty decent value and you could share. Day number 16, something to power you through last minute Christmas shopping. These are strawberries and cream puddles. We've definitely had puddles in here before. I have a feeling we had salted caramel ones once before because I discovered them somewhere and then like ordered millions of them because I love them. They were like the best chocolate ever. But these ones are strawberries and cream. They taste just like strawberries and cream. They are delicious. I don't think I've found a Hotel Chocolat chocolate that I don't like, to be honest, because they're pretty much all delicious. As long as you like the flavours and things that are in them, they really do a great job. So this is a 76-gram pack. It says solid white chocolate with strawberry powder. And they spelt strawberry wrong. That's unfortunate. Day number 17. Break out the hat, scarf and gloves to catch snowflakes on your tongue. These were another absolute highlight last year. They're the same as last year, but they are incredible. These are snowflakes and they are salted caramel. Now I couldn't tell last year because it looked like one thick piece, but they're actually two kind of separate ones, which was like really pleasing at the time because it was like you're getting twice as much, but the thin and the texture of them and everything, they're just gorgeous. They just melt on your tongue and they just really give you that gorgeous salted caramel flavour. So this is a 63-gram pack. Don't think they sell them in this size. Certainly they didn't when I looked for them last year, but perhaps they'll do something similar in salted caramel. But they do have a lot of things for the calendar that they don't necessarily sell. It's like a mixed, some they sell, some they don't, but they are delicious. Like I said, the salted caramel is gorgeous that Hotel Chocolat do anyway, but because I think of the balance and the way that they've sort of made it super thin, the sort of textures and stuff, it just translates into absolute heaven when you eat it. Day number 18, a little something to keep you cozy. One thing Hotel Chocolat are also really well known for is their hot chocolates. They are the best hot chocolates ever, and if you've got one of their velvetizer machines, which is like a milk machine that you make your hot chocolate in, mixed with this, which is like pure chocolate flakes, it's genuinely the best hot chocolate you'll ever have. Better than any fancy one I've had, even in countries that are like famous for their chocolates and things. This is just incredible. There's so many flavours now and so many choices as well, and because it's pure chocolate flakes, it's not just powder and sugar, you really get that sort of frothy, gorgeous hot chocolate. It's literally the best. If you're not aware of the velvetizer and stuff, I did a whole video on it and I'll put that there. But suffice to say, it's a huge hit in this house, particularly around Christmas time. And when it's like colder and stuff and everyone wants hot chocolate every night, it's just divine. So this is a milky 50% mellow and soothing milk chocolate. So this is a really lovely one. They do ones with higher cocoa counts. So I think the sort of standard's like 70%, this is 50%. But this one's just really milky and rich and rewarding and gorgeous and one of my favourites. So it's a 35-gram bag and it's a one-time use sachet. So again, not really going to share unless you make a big one and split it or share it. You can make it without the velvetizer, but the velvetizer just obviously adds that little bit of something to make it like even better. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous hot chocolate. Day number 19. Treats are already disappearing from your tree. How long will this one last? It's another of these crackers, exactly the same as the other one. Let's see if the chocolate's any different. It's a Dizzy Praline. This is really nice. I find it a little bit richer than the other praline we got. And it's like, I think it might actually be with a dark chocolate, this particular one, like or a darker chocolate or a higher cocoa count. But it's just got this lovely kind of smooth textured filling. Just hits the mark. Gorgeous. I don't think you can go wrong with a praline. Day number 20. 2 simple milk truffles to keep you out of the Christmas cake. Again, it's individually wrapped, but this is a pack of 2. So the simple milk is just 2 chocolate balls with like a chocolate outer shell, obviously like a proper milk chocolate, and then on the inside it's just got like a smooth, rich chocolatey filling. They are really nice. They're like a pure chocolate experience, if you like. Not as exciting to me as some of the other ones. I really like some of the flavoured chocolates where they've got a little bit more going on, but they are nice. They're like a pure chocolate experience. Day number 21. For snuggling in front of a festive film, we've got the classic 70%. So this is the kind of classic hot chocolate I was mentioning. Not too sweet, the perfectly balanced hot chocolate. And if this is not quite sweet enough for you, then Milky will probably be your like perfect one. So again, 35-gram bag, and it's a one-off sachet, but it's quite a generous sachet. You know, you're going to get a nice big mug of it. And you can buy the hot chocolates in like big containers. You don't have to buy them in individual sachets, but the sachets are a lot easier. You just tear, tip, done. Day number 22. Follow our stars. 2 caramel supernovas with a pinch of salt. Again, 2 chocolates. The caramel supernova looks just like a star and is caramel tasting and has that lovely sweet caramel centre, and it's just gorgeous. Because the one thing I find with Hotel Chocolat, like I've said, they're expensive, they're a high cocoa count, but what I find is you don't need to eat as much because you can really savour the chocolate. It doesn't just like disappear like, where did that all go? You really get to kind of savour the experience with the tastes and the kind of quality and stuff. So for me, I generally manage not to eat everything the second I get it. Day number 23. Have you ticked everything off your list? So today we've got some more of the chocolate penguins, but these are the caramel ones. It says mellow milk chocolate melts swiftly into a rich molten butter caramel. So it has literally got that thick, gorgeous caramel inside. So you take a bite and it's just absolutely filled to the brim with this lovely, rich, gooey caramel. So good. And it says, you know it's the festive season when our flippered friend marches onto the scene. So they're super cute as well, really, really festive, really, really lovely, and you could share them, like I said. And again, 65 gram pack, retail at £4.50 around Christmas time. So we're on to Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is not chocolate. I'll show you what it is in just a second. But I feel like I could hold back a couple of my penguins to have with what's behind day number 24. Day 24. It's Christmas Eve. Presents are wrapped. Stockings are stuffed. It's time to treat yourself. And today we get the salted caramel vodka liqueur. I'm not a big vodka fan usually, but again, it just balances, so it just tastes really nice. So this is a salted caramel melted into cacao vodka. It's a 50ml and it's 24.4 by volume. We melted salted caramel into cacao infused vodka, malty with notes of dulce de leche. Serve over lots of ice. So we're going to recap. We're going to look at the alcohol we got. We're going to look at the types of chocolate we got. I'm just going to give you a really quick recap. So selector wise, we got a few different ones. We got caramel penguins, simple white penguins, pink champagne truffles, milk and cookies slab, batons, all in a pack of 3. We got brownie, orange, caramel milk. We've got the classic and the milky hot chocolate sachets, a little pack of 3 Santas, gorgeous, thick, chunky chocolate wreath, the salted caramel snowflakes, the 2 crackers, each with a different kind of pecan praline type chocolate, the packs of 2 chocolates. So we got cinnamon bun, Christmas mess, caramel supernova, all of which are from the Christmas range, and the simple milk truffles. We've got 2 bags. We got the clementine truffles and the strawberries and cream puddles. We got the lip balm. This was in honey chocolate. And then we got the 3 little bottles of alcohol. We got the salted caramel vodka liqueur, the cacao gin, and the velvetized chocolate cream in chocolate. All very delicious. There's literally nothing in here I will not enjoy. Let me know in the comments what you think of this year's grand advent calendar. I like it, very similar to what they've done before. Doesn't matter too much in the sense that it's chocolate, it's not something you're going to keep. A lot of these things are edible, but I still would like to see a little bit more from them. In my ideal world, they'd have a reusable calendar, because I do prefer that with like proper drawers and stuff, although that might be a bit of a challenge with the size of some of the products if you to include other things. But I would like to see them do things like they do body lotions and things like that, and body scrubs and various other things within the range of beauty. So I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of that in this calendar. I do still love the fact that it isn't just chocolate. They're also doing hot chocolate, they're also doing some alcohol, they're also doing like the lip balm. So I do like the variety of this calendar. I'd also like to see them do a hot chocolate calendar. I think a lot of people would, considering how many hot chocolates they now sell. It should be easy, but it doesn't seem to have happened yet. Like I said, it's slightly cheaper to get it from QVC, particularly if you're a new customer, and I'll put links and everything underneath if you do want to go get one of these calendars. Plus I'll also put that couples calendar down there that I talked about as well. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I would love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. I've got so many advent calendar unboxings to do for you guys. Again, it's really getting to that time now where I've ordered lots of calendars and I'm just kind of waiting for them to arrive. So if you like this kind of video, make sure you're subscribed and hitting that notification bell, then you'll be notified when the videos go live. Make sure you're also follow me over on Instagram. I post on YouTube and on Instagram about advent calendars as they become released, if there's any like special offers, stuff like that. So if you're on the hunt for the perfect advent calendar, definitely make sure you're following both, just to make sure you don't miss out on any of those offers. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would love it if you would subscribe and join me on my advent calendar journey. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.